With me is Cameron, owner of SBR. He's going to give us some great advice on cycling over the upcoming episodes. Welcome, Cameron.
Hi, Caroline. How are you?
Good, thank you. So it's a beautiful day here in Albert Park. What do you reckon we chat and cycle?
Yep, let's do it.
So Cameron, why do you encourage cycling?
Particularly in the older rider, it's a great way of getting in on an exercise regime. Most of us have had a bit of wear and tear in the knees, hips, ankles, so things like running really adds impact and adds wear and tear. So being out on the bike supports your weight. It's a lower intensity exercise, so you can chat as we're doing now while we're riding along. And it's a great way to get out and about and see the countryside.
So I guess it's a very social thing to do as well, isn't it?
Very social, Caroline, yeah. You can get out, it's a great equaliser. So you could be a plumber, you could be a CEO of a major corporation, and when you're out on a bike, you're all equal. There's no threat of competitiveness. If you're on the golf course, for example, you're worried about beating your boss and worried about putting a good foot forward, so it's much less pressure. One of the other things that's great to consider is mum, dad can take the kids, even the grandkids out, so it's something that you can all do together.
It's also very convenient as well, isn't it?
Yeah, well, unlike a gym membership, for example, that you have to get up, pack your bag, jump in the car, drive to the gym, find somewhere to park, you can simply walk out the front door of your home and jump on the bike. The other thing is, if you holiday as a family or go away somewhere for a weekend, there's a heap of different rack systems. You can put your bikes on the roof of the car and the back of the car, back of the caravan if you're going camping, and you can take the bike. And again, it's a great way to see national parks and country towns, and you see a lot more riding the bike than you do zipping along in the car, so you experience a lot more of the outdoors.
So I must say I love your sexy legs, Cameron. Is that a must if I want to get into bike riding?
Thanks. No, it's not a necessity. There's quite a few reasons people shave their legs. It is a question we get asked all the time. First one's probably to make that sort of commitment. It's like wearing silly trousers in golf. Shaving your legs does make it very, very easy to get a massage after you've exercised, so you can work the oiling without getting caught up in the hair. One of the positive sides is also if you crash, it makes it a lot easier to get bits of gravel and dirt and grit. So if you are racing and you are serious, the odds of you coming off unfortunately do increase. It also can be a bit of a conversation starter. But final one really is it gives you much greater airflow over the surface, so it does keep you cooler. So when you're riding hard or you're climbing or you're up in the North Queensland, for example, it will keep the whole leg cooler.
So Cameron, what are some of the health benefits of cycling? Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, well, there's quite a few. The most important one is improved cardiovascular fitness. So lungs, heart, circulation, your muscles, everything just gets stronger, gets more efficient. As you were saying earlier, you don't have to exercise at the same intensity to get the benefits. So whereas you have to run much harder to lose weight, the bike you can work longer and easier, so you can get rid of those unsightly kilos. Also, I think one of the really positive things is just your mental health, just getting out in the open air, fresh air, seeing new terrain, new locations, meeting and talking to people. It just does you the world of good. Get out of that office, get the work out of your head. So yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on the show today, Cameron, and I'll look forward to hearing some more of your advice in the upcoming shows.
Thank you, Caroline, and we'll see you all next week.